What is the difference between an audience and a community? We're going to talk about that as well as some new things you should be thinking with your content strategy coming up next. Do you want to create, market, or scale your online fitness business? My name's Sean Garner, and here we give real fit pros the tips, tools, and strategies they need to succeed online. Welcome to the EntreFit Podcast. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the EntreFit Pro Show, where we give the real fit pros the tips and tools they need to go from being just another fitness coach to a successful fitness entrepreneur. Today, what I want to talk to you guys about is your content strategy and how you should be thinking about viewing your followers, subscribers, I would say potential future clients, as it comes to your social media content. What I see a lot of people doing online is creating, lack of a better words, selfish, look how awesome I am content. It's like I love the movie Anchorman. Like, so think about Ron Burgundy. He's like, hey, everyone, come see how awesome I am. That's what most people put out on social media. And it can work for some people, especially if you have a big enough audience. They actually are interested in some of that stuff. But if you're just starting out, and in my view, you're actually trying to do this industry right and serve, because this is the service-based industry. Instead of it being, look at me, it needs to be a servant heart in your content. And you need to be serving and adding value to others. So whenever you're creating your content, there's two different ways that you can view your audience. One can be just as that, an audience. This is, I think, the mistake most people make is they're viewing their potential customers as their audience and not as a community. And this is the difference. So the best analogy I could think of for this would be the difference between a concert and a sporting event. So whenever you go to a concert, for me, I know it's been a long time, especially with COVID and everything, canceling so many live events. But imagine this, when you go to a concert, there is a performer up on top of the stage, and out in the crowd is the audience, and they are just sitting there looking at the performer on stage, and it's all about them and their performance. That's what people are paying to come see. And the people in the audience are just there taking in everything that the performer is putting out. That's an audience. With your social content, you need to be viewing it and creating more of a community. So this is more of like a sporting event. And this is what I mean by this. Whenever you go to a sporting event, there are people that are there, just audience members, but there's also a community. Like, the community is the people that, man, they're wearing the jerseys, they know the chants, they know the insider language, they know all the players' names, and there's even like this little culture within that organization of the team to where they feel like they're a part of the organization and a part of the team. Like, they almost feel like they're out there on the field. That's what you should be doing and how you should be viewing this social media potential clients, as I say, whenever you're creating your content. It's not about standing on stage and saying, hey, come look at me, look how awesome I am. But instead, it's building this true community to where you're adding value to them and you're making them feel like they are a part of something bigger than themselves. Because remember, at the end of the day, what people are looking for whenever they come to buy your coaching, products, training, and service, they're looking for a solution to a problem. They don't want your exercise programs. They don't want your nutrition programs. If they could get the results to their problems without having to do those things, they absolutely would do it. So they're looking for solutions to a problem, and they're looking for the great guide or leader that's going to help them to navigate and solve this problem. They're not looking for somebody that it's all about them. They're looking for an expert, a guide, to lead them down the path of solving their own problem. And the best way to position yourself as the guide is to create content that adds value and that serves, that expresses empathy, that shows those people that, man, I know exactly what it's like to be in this situation. I've done it myself. I've seen, hundreds of other clients go exactly through this, and then also demonstrates authority. And you've got those testimonials of the transformations that you had for yourself and for your clients, because it's not about you. It's not about how awesome you are, but it's about the value that you provide. So Knowing that now is kind of the baseline, we want to be building this community. What I would encourage you to do is honestly take a time to just self-reflect and look at your social media strategy. What are the last 12 posts that you've been putting out over the past couple of weeks? Is it look at me, or is it adding value and serving the people that you're called to serve? And if it's doing, the look at me, you might want to take a time to kind of self-reflect and see how you could stop putting out so much selfish content where it's kind of like humble brags, and instead think about how can I really speak, communicate, add value, and serve the people that I've been called to serve. The best way to do that, guys, is by thinking about the biggest problem and frustration that they deal with and provide them tips and tools and solutions that they need to overcome them. It's the whole purpose of what we do with this podcast here. It's helping people, the real fit pros, go from being just another fitness coach to a successful fitness entrepreneur, because we are frustrated here at EntreFit by seeing the real fit pros, the fitness coaches, lose out to the fitness influencers solely for the fact of that they know how to better communicate to their audience online, and not because they're better trainers. So hopefully this helps you guys and adds value to you guys. If you guys are interested in hearing more about our coaching program, go to entrefitcoaching.com if you are really serious about looking to become a fitness entrepreneur and make the revenue that you deserve to make. So love you guys. Hope this adds value. Share with your Fit Pro friend if it does. Have an awesome day, and we'll talk soon.